Hi everyone. In the last session, we have seen the usage of type function in Python. In that session, we have seen how to use the type function to know the particular data type of an object or variable. Like that, we have seen which object belongs to the string class and which object belongs to the integer class and which object belongs to the float. After that, we have seen sets, tuples, dictionaries. And also today we are going to see another one, that is the complex data type. You know, if you want to know the complex data type, just you write a type. After that, you give some number. After that, just you type J to indicate the complex number. You say, so whenever we say type 2 plus 3j, it is giving the complex. The class, or we can say the data type, is complex, and 2 plus 3j, which comes under the object of the class complex. Now we are going to see some of the important concepts in Python. In the previous sessions, we have discussed that we can use REPL as a basic calculator, or we can say we can use the Python shell as a calculator. For example, if you type 2 plus 3, we will get 5, that we have already seen. Here, if you want to get the output of the previous operation, just you press underscore, and you do one operation, for example, plus 7. If you say underscore plus 7, that means it is going to take the previous output 5 plus 7, so that the answer you will get is 12. This is very, very important to know. And another important thing is how to print, a new line character. Or we can say, for example, we want to print a string like this, print. And if you want to print any string, we use double quotes or single quotes, right? For example, I want to print like this, some directory name I'm giving like simple. Here I have the subdirectory name. Here I'm writing double quotes. So when you press enter, what you are going to get is, so see the drive in which the main directory is simple, next subdirectory is name. Once you press enter, we will get C simple, in the next line AME. So why we are getting this output? Why? Because first it is going to display C colon slash simple. After printing simple, then it is going to treat slash n as a new line character. So new line character is executed, right? In the next line, it is printing AME. So that is the problem we are getting in the print function. Now, how to overcome this problem? To overcome this problem, just you write print, and here you mention R. What do you mean by R? R represents the raw string. After this, you write C colon slash simple and slash name. Then you will get asterisk output. Right here, you write double quotes. See here. So this is how to write R, or how to print the raw string by specifying the character R. This is very, very important. In the previous sessions, we have seen that a string can be enclosed either in single quotes or double quotes. Let us take a string in double quotes. What I'm going to write here is myself in double quotes. I'm writing like this, PS raw from in double quotes. I'm writing this in double quotes again. I'm writing like this. This is a string I want to print. See here, the entire string is enclosed in double quotes. That means the string is enclosed in double quotes. But within the string, I want to print PS raw in double quotes and Telangana in double quotes. That means myself in double quotes PS raw from in double quotes Telangana in double quotes, and state. That is the string I want to get here. But when we get double quotes inside the text itself, then we are going to get error. Why? Because see here, whenever we encounter double quotes, it indicates that the string is going to start. Whenever it gets the second double quotes, it indicates that string is going to end. But we have another third double quotes, next multiple double quotes are there. So how the compiler or the interpreter is going to assume that the string is going to end? That's the problem we are going to encounter. Whenever you press enter here, we will get syntax error. How to resolve this? To resolve this, one important thing you have to remember that whenever we want to include double quotes in the text itself, for example, PS Rao in double quotes and Telangana in double quotes, you do one thing, enclose the entire string in the single quotes. Here you write, what you say is, to rectify this error, S is equals to, in single quote, you write myself, in double quotes, you write PS Rao, double quotes close, from double quotes, you write Telangana, double quotes close, state, you write state in single quotes. This how we can solve the problem. When you print S, you will get this. The entire string is printed in single quotes. That means it is treated as a string. But within the text, we have PS Rao in double quotes and Telangana in double quotes. This is how we can rectify the problem. This is the solution when we have only double quotes in the text itself. If you want to have only single quotes in the text itself, for example, S is equals to PS Rao in single quotes and Telangana in the single quotes. In that case, you have to enclose the entire string in double quotes. Myself, here you have to, I want to print PS Rao in single quotes. PS Rao, single quotes, from single quotes, Telangana state. So in this case, what you do, enclose the entire string in double quotes. This how we can include the text within the single quotes, right? Yes, this is the another solution. That means if you want to include double quotes, you enclose the entire string in single quotes. If you want to include single quotes, enclose the entire string in double quotes. Vice versa, you have to resolve this problem. But there are some situations or there are some instances where we want to include both single quotes, double quotes in the text itself. In that case, we have to use escape sequence character, or we can say backspace character. For example, I want to print like this, S is equals to, in double quotes, I'm writing myself, single quotes, I'm writing PS Rao. This is okay. From I want to print Telangana in double quotes. Telangana in double quotes. I want to print like this only. So here I'm writing state in double quotes. So I want to print both single quotes as well as double quotes in the string itself. Then what you have to do is, you have to just include backspace character here. Just you write backspace here also. Wherever we want single quotes, double quotes, just you write backspace character. Backspace indicates that, so except the first double quotes and the last double quotes, so whenever we get either single quotes or double quotes within the text itself, those are ignored. Simply they are ignored. Now if you press enter and if you print yes, we are going to get myself. See, the entire string is displayed in single quotes and Telangana in double quotes is printed. So before double quotes, we have given slash slash and we have gone the output Telangana in double quotes. But the problem here is single quotes, before single quotes, we have again got backspace. Why? Why? Because the entire string is printed in single quotes. So that's why the backspaces are printed as it is. How to overcome this problem? Just whenever you write print statement, print in S, we didn't get any backspace. So this how to resolve the problem. Okay, so this is about how to write single quotes, how to include double quotes within the string itself. Another important thing is how to include multi-line string. For example, I want to say S is equals to, I'm writing like this in the next line, I want to write another line. Third line I want to include. In the same string variable S, I want to write multiple lines. Okay, for that, what you do is just you include triple quotes. You can write triple quotes or triple single quotes. If you want to write multi-line string, you can write triple double quotes or triple single quotes. Here I'm writing like this is the first line I want to print. So whenever you press enter, we are getting three dots. It indicates the secondary prompt. Three double gradient symbol indicates the primary prompt PS1 and three dots indicates secondary prompt PS2. Now this is I'm writing like the second string like this. Okay, like this you can write any number of strings. Finally, you have to enclose close with again triple quotes. You can use single triple quotes or double triple quotes. Okay, now if you press enter, now we are going to get this. You see here. When you press enter, see here. Once you print S, you are getting this slash n slash n slash n. So why it is printing like this? Why? Because this is not used in the print statement. So if you print in S, if you print S in the print statement, then you will get this. This is PS of LearnNCode. This is how to print multi-line string. You can use double quotes or single quotes. That's your choice. For example, I'm copying the same string, Control C, and here I'm writing Control V. Instead of using single quotes, you can also use double quotes. This is also valid. You can press enter now. When you print S, just it displaying slash and asterisk, but this will be resolved by you writing print statement. Print yes. So this how to write multi-line string by using either triple double quotes, triple single quotes, right? Now we will see how to access the individual characters of a string. And also we will see string slicing. In the previous sessions, we have seen that a string slicing is nothing but the process of accessing a range of characters or getting substring of a string is called string slicing. Now take a string s is equals to in double quotes, just I am saying learn and code. This is the string I'm taking. When we have given a string learn and code in the variable s, then the indexing will be done like this. L is stored in 0th location and L is indicated as S of 0, E is S of 1, A is S of 2, R is S of 3, N is S of 4, another N is S of 5, C is S of 6, O is S of 7, D is S of 8, E is S of 9. Okay. For example, if I say S of 9, for example, what would be the character? You see, last letter E. Means if you want to access the last character, just mention the index 9, S of 9. How to access the first character? You know the index is starting from 0, S of 0 is L. If I write S of 1, you will get the second character. Like this, you can get any character depending upon the index number. So indexing is starting from 0 and the last value is 9. Last index is 9, 0 to 9. This is 0 to 9. Now the indexing can also be done by using the negative numbers. That means you can start the indexing from last to first. That means the index of E becomes -1. Index of D becomes -2. O becomes -3 and so on. Okay, so the indexing is not starts from -0. -0 is same as 0. So that's why we are starting from the last index or we are getting the negative index from -1. -0 we are not taking. Why? Because -0 is nothing but 0. 0 index already there. So that's why we are starting from -1 index used for E next to D -2 like that we can increase the values. So if you want to have this last character, we can write S of -1. S of -1 is E. Last E. S of 1 is the second E that you remember. If you want second character from the last, we will get D. This how the indexing will be done. Just remember that the indexing can be from positive indexing can be positive or negative values. Right? From the last we start from -1. From the first we start from 0. This how we can access the individual characters. Now what do you mean by the string slicing? See, string slicing can be done by writing like this. So here we are going to mention start index and end index. For example, we are getting the start index is 0 and the end index we are giving 4. So when you observe this start index and end index, it starts from 0, but here end index 4 means not exactly 4. It indicates that 4 minus 1 means we are moving up to less than 4. 4 is not included. That means S of 0, L is printed, E is printed, A is printed, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3 means we get L, E, A, R only. N is not printed means S of 4 is not included. You see this. Means we are getting substring LEAR from LearnNCode. This is called string slicing. See, the start index must be smaller than the end index, right? If you use like this -1, this is the start index, and if you use end index -2, in this case, the start index is greater than the end index. In this case, it will give the empty string, right? So if you give the upper bound as actually the last index is 9, but if you write 10 unnecessarily, it gives error. Okay, now if you mention starting index, no problem. If you don't mention the starting index, by default it starts from, for example, here I'm writing this. In this case, what I'm going to do is just I'm writing S of starting index I'm not mentioning. By default, it starts from 0 and end index means 4 means less than 4 we are getting. By default, it starts from 0. When you don't mention end index, what happens that we will see. For example, we are mentioning the starting index 1 and ending index we are not mentioning. In this case, what happened? It starts from the second character and it goes as up to all the character last, including all characters. It will be printed. Everything it is printed. Okay, upper bound is not mentioned here. Upper bound is anything. So this how we can get the substring of a given string. The starting index must be lower than the end index. We are not moving up to end index. We are moving less than the end index, but the syntax is start and next one is end. When you don't mention starting index and end index, then what we are going to get? You see, everything is printed. That is very, very important. So the remaining thing we will see in the next session. Thank you for watching.